Okay, this is as random as I can be starting off. A friend of mine said, he was thinking of doing YouTube, and people were telling him, just turn the camera on and man, and just talk. Just talk. Just turn the camera on and talk. He's like, well, he does that. He'll turn the camera on. He's like, well, I don't know what to say. And I get all nervous because people might be watching. What does that mean? Should I talk a certain way? Worry about it? He says, Steven, you told me just to turn the camera on and just talk. And I have. I've said that to him. He's like, well, how about you fucking just turn the camera on and talk? Okay. Here's me. Turn the camera on and just talking with imperfections at all. Unless there's going to be a bomb going off, there's going to be no edits on this one. Just me showing him that you can just turn it on and talk. Now, of course, are you conscious that people are going to be watching you? Yeah. How relaxed can you be? Well, the more relaxed you can be, the more people can see you for you. But I'm telling him, dude, relax. When I talk to you, it's not like I'm in a room by myself. So, of course, the natural behavior of me by myself is not what you're going to get when I'm talking to you, right? And he's like, yeah. I'm like, well, there's a bit of, I guess that focus on somebody when you're doing a video. But isn't it natural? Isn't it natural when I'm interacting with you the way I'll interact with them? He's like, yeah. I'm like, but you overthink things. You overthink things. So here I am letting my YouTube audience see the normal me. How you doing? Hi. Steven, Dartmouth, Nova Scotia. That's it. Normal fucking guy. Not perfect. Not nothing. Make mistakes. Oh shit. Make all kinds of mistakes. Make more mistakes than I do at doing something right or succeeding. That's so true. I make so many mistakes. I've been doing YouTube for over 10 years. Imagine the amount of criticisms you get. I just have over 1,000 subscribers. 4th YouTube channel. So I've had many subscribers, right? But when you need to start a new channel, no matter how long you've been on here, well, it's I'm in the stage of a YouTuber that's only been on here for a short period of time. But I've been doing YouTube for over 10 years. When I started, man, I would get super nervous. I'd be artificial and dry. I would just talk like a machine, complete like a machine. And always nervous about what I was going to be told. I gotta say, not completely. Actually, in the first few weeks, I wasn't even sure what the issues would be. And then you hear them. And then you get paranoid. So, for a bit when you first start off, you can be a bit of yourself, unless you're already in that zone. But then you get paranoid because you'll hear a few people talking. Here's a heads up, guys. Just understand there's a lot of people out there. Right? And yes, when you see an individual say something, they can represent a portion of people. But understand that's not everyone. A lot of people will see minor complaints and they get it in their head that, oh, I got to change for that person. No, but should you take criticism serious? Well, what you do is you look at how many people. So if you see a good number of people criticizing you in the same way, you might want to do something about something. But then you got to pay attention to why they're criticizing you. Are these people that do not like you, that disagree with you for numerous amounts of reasons? Maybe. Every little noise I hear too, because I don't get a soundproof room, it can make me want to pause and wait till the noise goes away. I don't even know most of the time what's going to be picked up by my mic and what's not. And when I hear this noise, it can make me, oh no, geez. Right, what am I going to have to edit out? You think about that stuff as a YouTuber, I guess. Am I perfect? No. Am I trying to figure out this game most of the time? Sometimes, I guess. But I accept that I'm completely ignorant. That's it. I improve my content. I'll be told all the things you do to improve. And I'm like, okay, I improve. There's a limit, though. I don't know a lot of tech stuff, and I don't get time to learn it. So I have to understand that right away there's a handicap for me on a lot of things being a YouTuber. There's just some things where guys with less charisma than me can get ahead of me because there's certain appealing things going on with the way they do their videos that has to do with the technical knowledge that they have, right? I'm serious. Some guys I find to be boring, but I get why they get more people than me. There's a technical thing. You also have to come on here and be real with yourself. The audience, no hating on you guys, can be a bit shallow even if they don't realize it. They can quickly click off your stuff. Or they can just go to people that say what they want to hear. Now, there's nothing really wrong with that at the end of the day, but it's something you have to know as a YouTuber. When you want to be out there with your unique opinion, well, how many people does that hit with? Right? And remember, you're looking to entertain, to be interesting. If you're saying something that would, oh man, I'm going to put these people in their place, well, how many in the audience are going to feel like they're put in their place and go, well, fuck you, I'm not watching, click. And it can be that quickly. And the way you know how crazy the audience can be is just to understand your own way of watching any content. Watch how fast you click off of something and then you realize, wow, see, on the other side of that, that seems crazy to a YouTuber. I'm trying to predict the audience. I'm like, man, they're acting crazy. But then I go watch stuff and I'm like, shit, I'm acting crazy. If I really think about it, like from my point of view as a YouTuber, my own actions would seem incredibly fucking insane. I can be picky too, right? I stay on some content. Oh, watch that part. Cool. I don't want to watch the rest. Ah, shit. People are doing that to my stuff, right? And it's most of the advice you get on here, well, it works this week. Will it work next week? Oh, things like the algorithm. The algorithm, due to changes up all the time. You can't count on anything. You can't count on anything. It's a bit of a luck fest. You work hard, do your best, do all the things you think you can do, but there is a certain point where you hit like, oh, am I doing better? Here's what's weird. Some guys could do really good and the algorithm doesn't, even their fucking content could be seen more than half their videos, more than 50% is watched. They get a lot of likes compared to the views. And you would think algorithm is going to push that guy. Nope. And he could be doing great content. But for some reason, some guys can downgrade the way they do their content. And then the algorithm shows their shit to people. Oh yeah. I've seen some guys who I know are very charismatic. They lower what they're doing. And suddenly they draw more people. Like, really? They do shittier content than what they were originally doing, and somehow the people are now, yep. They might be finally saying what a lot of people want to hear. I don't know, right? I don't know. I don't say that stuff to attack the audience. It's look, as a YouTuber, you're trying to constantly figure this out. You know, some videos of mine hit where I'm just like, man, I do a lot of good videos, and that's the one that got people? Really? Really? Like my second edition videos. There's one where it's a short video, just audio. It's not even me on cam. And I said in the video a lot of things I've said before. But for whatever reason, that one has over 300 likes, thousands of views. And I mean a lot of views. One recently about monsters. I've talked about monsters all kinds of times. Talked about some monsters in a dungeon. And it's something new. The audience isn't like learning something from the video. They just relate with it. But that's enough. Lots of likes, lots of views. I'm like, okay, dude. I'm glad you relate with it. Did I teach you much? Well, I explained to you maybe what the monsters were doing. In some cases that you didn't know. Many cases the guys knew. So it's like, okay, that's the one that hits. Some streams are liked where I'm like, I come out of it going, man, that's a really bad stream. And I go back and look at the likes and go, why does that one have more than the other ones that I thought I did really good on? I don't know. I don't pretend to know. Again, the advice that you get on here is bullshit. Absolute bullshit. I've done so much to improve. Even the content that I go to do, like, do more of second edition content. I did for a period of time. Nothing changed. Nothing changed at all. People forget these parts. And then some people, when they're giving you advice, they don't even know what content you've done. I remember having, look, I've been adjusting my playlist, so that one's now gone, but I had a playlist, still have a bunch of second edition content on here. I don't know how many times I've heard guys tell me, man, you should cover second edition, right? If you did that, if you covered some second edition videos instead of these videos, you might be doing well. I'm like, well, I have a fucking massive playlist that's nothing but second edition videos. I've done that, dude. Most people don't know that. Again, what's good advice this week might not be good next week. I'm 46 this year. Just turned 46 May 3rd. Yeah, I don't know if I look it or whatnot. But I am who I am, right? I'm painted up as a villain by a lot of people, but that's because I'm a character on the TV. And, I don't know, creating drama and then creating content from the drama is a big thing for a lot of people. And it's not like being in person. When someone doesn't like you on here, they just choose to hate you forever. Or they expect you to bow down to something, and I don't know. I don't do that. But yeah, and no matter what I say to them, even if they're watching now, no, he's still a villain. There's no way. He's full of shit. He's this and that. And I'm like, well, dude, I might have some prickish days. There's no doubt. I'm not a perfect human being, but I'm no different than you if you really examine the entire thing. And if you're not liked, there could be lies spread about you, which I've talked about before. Now, when I put up videos where I'm venting a bit, I'll keep them up for a few days now. But I now have started turning them over to members only after so long, just to sort of vent. And even venting varies for me. I don't always. Right? I never know. And there's some things you got to give up on. You could chase a dragon for so long, but at some point you got to realize, shit, either the dragon doesn't want to be chased or there wasn't ever a dragon there for me to chase. I don't know. I don't even know half the time exactly what I'm doing. You just sort of hope when something hits that you understand it. But then even as a YouTuber, what kind of rhythm do you want to be in? There's some content that hits where I'm like, well, I can't do 50 million videos of that thing. I liked that I came up with that for that day. I have a streaming process for the type of content I'll do streaming going forward. That's got me a bit confident because I know I can do streaming for years and I don't have to over-bake my brain on what the content will be. So that leaves me a little secure with YouTube. As far as video content, I'm like many of you, most days my hit is hot. It has been that way for years. But if I'm working on stuff, it could dry up a bit. Right? I'll still be able to come up with something, but it dries up a bit. Just dries up a bit. Right? That's how it works. Some people, their content is literally to the last minute. Like they don't know what they're doing. A lot of people have a hard time coming up with content all the time. And it can be easy content to go after, like attacking people. And in a way, they don't even really overly hate you. But they got views. And I can look down at those people like that. I call them bottom feeders, right? Because I think if that's all the content you do, you're probably not coming up with any good content, seriously. I don't know. And some guys I watch, their content is so good, but more on the technical side than anything, where I'm just like, gee, I'll never be able to do that. But I love watching them. So I'm like, I wish I could be that to other people as well. I tried to be a lot of things for a lot of people on here. I don't know. I'm told to stick to one kind of content, but I'm like, I don't know. I can't talk about one game forever. I just can't be happy doing that, though I guess there could be an audience for it. Like, Steven talks about second edition every day. I'm like, well, at what point, man, have you heard everything? And there's multiple channels that have talked about all the second edition stuff. Each, they all have thousands of views and lots of likes. And I'm like, what am I going to do? Do that again? And my second edition content will at least currently, it's not going to get those views or those likes. I'm like, so I tried to do unique. I talked about it recently, doing the wilderness with second edition monsters, because I don't see 50 million videos of that up. So I thought, well, here's how you do, this is how you could teach wilderness gameplay with monsters. Don't even know if that will hit. I don't even think it will. I don't know, but it's good. It's good advice for a DM, a dungeon master. Great advice. Fucking fantastic. Good stuff. I promise you. But I don't know. I don't know anymore, man. I don't know half the time. Good advice? Maybe. If you're doing second edition. It's a crapshoot. You're always trying to figure out what hits. I always hope that at the end of the day, the most I can sell is me as a personality. So that's the one consistent thing I can offer everyone. It's like, if you like me, we can go from there, right? That's a good starting point, right? It's like one thing for you to like the topic, but I'm like, hey, so I try to make a lot of things very personal on here. So I've been trying to connect with people through just me as a human being, connecting with them. And then if they like me, whew, that's a great starting point. Because I know as a game master for tabletop role-playing games, I would hear all kinds of people tell me they didn't like a game. But once I made a connection with players, say like the audience, with players, and they trusted me and valued the way I ran the game, I could go, hey, I want to run that game that you don't like. They'd be like, well, if it's you. Sure. If it's you, I'll try it. Because they like my style. So suddenly, that whole I don't like the game isn't that big of an issue to them. Because it's me. So, I tried to throw you me. Toss you me. This is me. How you doing? Hi. And I can be conscious of things. I think I'm on 16 minutes right now. See how that goes. Let's see how that goes. I talked the entire time on almost nothing. Random off the top of my head shit just coming to me. He just said, press record and go. He said, prove to me. You can just turn the camera on and talk. Well, I'm like, yeah, okay, that sounds a lot easier than... Yeah, it's not. But I can. See, not everyone can. Not everyone can. Everyone has to sort of come with a game plan, have an idea, a game. Or they'll use other content, floating through Twitter, thinking of things. Now, on live, as they think of things, they can access certain things, especially if you're good technically. Now, I'm learning some things, so I'll probably be introducing some things soon, but that can be challenging, but it helps with talking. So like my off-script streams, I'm going to start playing some videos, right? Because the off-script is about interacting with people, but not play videos to be a reaction guy, but more because the topics in the videos are interesting, like Lex Friedman clips and stuff like that about Rome, where I'm like, wow, that's really good. I want to talk about that with my people, my audience, because I don't call fans. I don't call people fans because that would say they're fanatic about me. I don't see people as being fanatic about me. So I say they're my people. They're people that, when I say my people, I mean this. Like, they're people no different than me that enjoy me. Like, I'm entertaining to them. I'm that. Doesn't mean they're fanatic over me, but it's a role they'll let me take. Right? Like as the game master in the tabletop role-playing game hobby. I get the hit of the table because it's a role people will accept me taking. Because I might have some skills and talent and charisma, and that's not their area of forte. Like, that's not what they do in life. It's not how they're going to attract friends or people around them. Like, maybe they're more intelligent about certain things. They study things a bit more. They talk in a certain way that's valuable. But they're not like people that would get on and entertain you on cam, or be the person that runs the game. There's nothing wrong with that. Everybody brings their own thing to the table, as they say, right? So I'm like, I've always brought the hit of the table thing to the table, the game master. So as a YouTuber, I feel like I'm sort of playing that game master role for a lot of people. Even people that might watch me that aren't totally into the games. I don't know. I have a few that do watch your content, that find it interesting to hear about the games, but don't care for them. I used to think that was weird until I started realizing I watch some guys that play video games where I have no interest in the game. But I find it interesting to watch them play, and not because I like watching people play games in some boring way. They're just very entertaining when they play the game. Just fucking interesting guys. The way they talk is entertaining. So I'm definitely entertained by something other than just watching gameplay footage, right? Live plays when it comes to tabletop role-playing games, it's not appealing to me, and probably not because of the live play I find boring. it's just because, yeah, there's a certain, I guess it just doesn't bring out in people what I'm looking for. Like, I go watch somebody play Rust, a PC game, or some, it's a video game for some now, but I like the Rust game personally. I do play it, but even if I didn't play it, I do find some of the guys that play Rust interesting. But it's because that type of environment, that type of thing brings out something in some people that I find entertaining. I don't find live plays of tabletop role-playing games bringing out social situations or things out of people that I find interesting. Right? I can respect what they do, I just don't find it interesting, nor would I expect anybody to be interested if I ran live plays. And I've done over 70 live plays throughout my YouTube career, so I have done it. Few people, I guess, enjoyed some of it, but it's just, I ran them like as if we're just playing by ourselves, like with nobody watching. I didn't concern myself with an audience. I didn't do that because I didn't think if I was too focused on it, I figured it'd be like, it would seem odd. It would seem odd in that way. So I figured, well, if you're going to get anything good out of this, it's going to have to run it and play it in the way we would always do it at the table, right? Not be concerned about people watching. So I wanted to play the game. Like when I did live plays, I still wanted to have fun. And so I have fun doing it a specific way. So I just said, well, I'm not going to change that. I'm going to do it the way I do it. There you go. Okay, that's over 20 minutes. There you go, my friend. I know who's going to be. I know one person's going to be watching this for sure. This is me turning it on and talking, and just fucking top of the head. I had no game plan of what to say when I pressed record. I just knew I would start talking, and I did, because I think I'm made for this whole camera YouTube thing. Right? I guess I got to hit the right marker with the right people, but I think I'm made for this. I think I'm a natural. I just think this is something I do. Something I'm meant to do in the long run. I just got to find my, I guess, niche, lane, whatever they want to call it. But is there a perfect way to do that? Everyone will have advice. I got to tell you guys, I've tried everything. The advice, especially with the algorithm thing, what works now, what works later, all that means nothing. It's like getting lucky. Getting lucky, and you can't always tell why you got lucky. Right? Maybe there was a thing where people were in their house all the time for a certain reason for a long time for some people. You never know. You really never know. And most of the people are lost and confused basically on how they grew after they get to a certain point. Like, my guess that content hits. I don't know. And some content I find it too boring myself, so there is a bit of making sure I'm happy with this. Because I think in the long run, doing content that is just like work, like a machine, would bore me. It bored me before. I've done it. And I've had a channel with like thousands of people sub to me, so I've had the YouTube gimmick where it's up there. It's just, I don't know if I want to do that again. I don't know. I always hope sooner or later I find whatever path I'm looking for and we just hit with this. Okay. Turn the camera on and talk. There you go.